Hey, hi all. This is Param. In this video, we will explain. Okay, what is ILM policy? Okay, ILM policy. The purpose of ILM policy is to make easy to manage the data stream as well as indexes. Okay, let's say in our use cases we cannot ingest all the data into a single index, right? And then it will be tough to manage, of course, resource allocation, everything. So, okay, so we can switch to the new index. Okay, new index. That's what happened in the data stream, right? Similarly, similarly for indexes also we can apply the ILM policy. Okay, ILM policy of course works with the data streams. Okay, data stream without ILM policy very tough to manage. Okay, so if you are going for if you are going to store your data or ingest your data into a data stream, there must be ILM policy. Okay, to make easy to manage your data stream. Similarly indexes also. So for index what will happen now, we will create alias. Okay, for one alias can have more than one index, right? So so that's how we can apply the ILM policy both index as well as data streams. But the data stream has to be applied the indexed ILM policy has to be applied automatically, though we can manually apply to the existing indices or data streams. It is not works then automatically, so still we when moving the indexes to the different phases, it's not happens automatically. So that's why whenever we create the index template, there itself we have to declare our ILM policy. Okay, here you can see that index lifecycle name. This is a key name which comes under the settings. Okay, settings of template. So there we can specify the ILM policy. ILM policy can be defined either in Kibana UI, that is very easy, and API, and you can use ILM API as well. So okay, I will show those API in my Postmans. Okay. But the advantage of is if you are having if you are defined using API, you can reuse across a project. If you are using Kibana UI itself, it is very easy, but you cannot reuse to a different project. Again, you have to define. Okay, so that's how advantage of using either one, either Kibana UI or Postman to define your life policy. Okay, now then once we apply it once we apply it to the ILM policy, okay, the ILM takes care of managing our indexes or data streams. Okay, so what is advantages is we can have some threshold, let's say only 20 MB or only 500 MB or only 50 GB, something like that. Okay, so every indexes should have only this much size. Okay, so that is one option. Or sometimes we can say how many document has to be in each index. Let's say once 1,000 documents reached one index, then just move to another index. Okay, so that's how. Okay, that is one. Then policy days size. Okay, the number of days. Okay, how many days you have to be, or every day if you want a new index, that's how also you can create. So there are three cases: either number of days you want a rollover, and or maximum age, size, or document count. So these are three criteria we can use to manage the index manually effectively by using ILM. Okay, now of course I think I have said this once. Okay, what is the advantage of using ILM? Obviously, okay, there is it avoid manual intervention. Otherwise we have to manage our index, how many documents or move something, right? Okay, then of course it make better use case make use of in the data tile architecture. Okay, hot warm data tile architecture. What hot warm data tile architecture means? Let's say where all the writing index or ingesting indexes, okay, whatever you can call, okay, or current index something. So writing index will be in the hot node. So the hot node will have more profiles, more very good profiles. Okay, so here you can see, of course, these are the face, right? Okay, and these are the four phases. Okay, so we will specify a node dot roles within the array. We will specify data underscore hot, where in elasticsearch.oml file. Similarly, all the nodes we can declare nodes.role in elasticsearch.oml files. So accordingly, those node will be acted. Now, so this is how ILM identify which node is hot node, which node is warm node, which node is cold or frozen something. Okay, so now we have defined, and now what is the advantages? Let's say we can have very low hardware profile, let's say 2 GB RAM or 2 GB RAM and storage HDD HDD type hard disk and Pentium kind of processor, something like Celeron processor, something like that. Okay, so because of that we will not do much write, no write, in fact very rare searching. Okay, so that's how this is cheap hardware, of course cheap storage, cheap CPU profile, so obviously the cost will be reduced. Okay, that's how. Okay, then let's say heart of obviously more reading, more writing. Okay, now once that indexes move, roll over to another index, that means new index, that the previous index is not going to get right obviously. Okay, so it's going to read only, so obviously we can move that such indexes into warm node. So this also should have a very good hardware profile. But what is how advantages so see, in hard tier, what will be in the indexes will have more than one shard, let's say 5 shard. Okay, or 5 shard at 2 replica, 1 replica, something like that we will have. Okay, and there will be many segments, right? Okay, in the warm node we can only read only, right? So we can reduce the number of shard. Let's say in hard node we have 5 shard, in warm node we can make it 2. That's enough, only querying, right? So we can make it 2 shard, so obviously number of shard get reduced. Okay, and we can do force merge as well. So force merge, what will happen? Yeah, within the index there have more than segments, right? Sorry, within the shard there can be more than one more than one segments. Okay. So sorry, you can merge the segments, so you will have more space. Okay, so that's how still we should have the more very good hardware profile, but the indexes are reduced, star reduced, segments has been reduced. So these are the advantage in the warm node. Okay, in the cold node, of course, once we remove the cold, we in fact we no need replica. We can completely remove the replicas. Okay, only a single shard enough. Force merge completely to a single shard or single segment, something. Here it is frozen is the same, but only the again still very low hardware profiles we can be used. So in our cluster, in our node search cluster, sorry, Elasticsearch cluster, we can have different kind of hardware profiles. Okay. So no need to be all the hardware same set of CPU or same set of no need to all the SSD, or some node can be a HDD as well. So that's how we can save the cost. That is the one of the benefit by using ILM policy. That means we are using appropriate hardware, but still we are getting right performance. There is no compromise for the performance, right? Or usage, something like that. So there is no effect in productivity. So that is the one benefit of ILM. Okay, then of course, yeah, that's what I said. I think everything I have said, okay, clearly said. Okay, now of course ILM has been introduced 7.6.7 version onwards. Okay, ILMs make easy to use the hard warm architecture. Okay, and it is good for time series data. So that is it is good for time series data. That data means we can go for data streams. It's really good. Okay, so time series data, if it is time series data, go for data stream as along with ILM policy defined. Okay. So ILM the policies are stored where? Stored in the global stores, global state, but I don't know what they are meaning exactly. So there could be some special indexes within the Elasticsearch that may be stored. Okay, okay. This is a one when defining ILMs. As I said, you can define your ILM either Kibana itself or API itself. I will show the API stuff. Kibana I will check. Okay. Here the in every phase we will say the ages. Okay. How many days or how many hours? How many usually days? Okay, not hours. So how many days the index should be in which phase? Okay. Let's say this should be always greater than the previous one. What does it mean exactly here? Let's say in cold you are saying 90 days, then frost obviously greater than 90 days, then 95 it should be. Then cold is 90 days means warm cannot go for beyond 90, so it should be less than, that means let's say less than 89 can be 85 or 60, something like that. Similarly hot, hot the number of days it should be less than the warm node. Okay, so that's why they will say the minimum age of indexes in each node should be greater than to the previous phase. Okay, that is one. And once the index is entered into the ILM, okay, ILM policies, okay, ILM policy, what is happen? The phase definition is cached by the ILM. Okay, ILMs kind of it will be kind of threads or some process within the Elasticsearch, right? So ILM, what happened? It catch the it catch the ILM policy and apply to the each phase for the particular index. Okay, but if you are doing any update, okay, if you are doing any update in your policy, what will happen is in the it may try to change the cached definition of phase. Otherwise, the previous phase will be continue. In the next phase, the updated policy will be taken will be applied. That's what. Okay, so you cannot expect the if you are doing some changes in your phases of policy. Okay, and you cannot expect that apply the immediately. Okay, immediately in the current phase itself. So because of ILM is caching the phase definition and apply and want to work it. So the caches may update, may not update. But when move to next phase, it read the latter, it updated policy definitions. Okay. Now policy has many phases. Yes. A phase can have many actions, right? Many actions. Okay, what are the actions can be performed in each phase? Let's say in index is in the warm phase. Okay, we can of course we are going to define action only, right? So okay, if you I will show you some. Okay, it will be good. Okay, here you are saying that warm phase, you are in warm phase you are using action. Okay, within that actions we are using allocate actions. Allocate is the actions. Okay, so within that you can have these parameters. I'll show you allocator ka irukku. Okay, so allocate actions we can do in the warm phase. That's what they are saying. Okay, similarly this is allocate action again. Okay, let me check, is there anything. Again, this is allocation. This is warm phase. Okay, this is also warm phase. Okay, this is also warm phase. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I think I have defined only warm phase here. Okay, so in each phase, what are the actions you can do? That's what that is dependent upon the phase. Okay, of course, force merge shrink we will be doing in the warm. That is the biggest advantage, right? So we can reduce all the segments to one, and we can merge all the shard to one. So obviously we will have more space or more performance, right? So these two main operations will do in the warm phase. Of course, we do read only. Okay, we cannot update. Okay, so we do only read only. That's why they will say ILM is good for append only data, where if it is append only data, we will select data stream rather than index. Okay. But let's say when in the warm, what we can do now, we can frequently read but randomly update. That's how the people would say, randomly update. But you can make it read only also. You can make it as a read only also, but if you are not done anything read only, obviously then what happen? It will be you can update, but very rare update. Okay, but but frequently query that. But in cold phase, what is na? No, we don't do no update. Okay, but very but infrequent query. Let's say monthly once or twice once, something like that. But you see, if it is yearly once or something very rare, then you can move to the data into frozen's. Okay. So similarly, what frozen's, then read only searchable snapshot. That means you can query. Otherwise, you cannot write. So searchable query. Then what's allocate, unfollow, set priority. You can, but I don't know. I don't think you will use set priority, unfollow, something like that. Okay. So mostly force merge, rollover, shrink, read only, search snapshots. These are the different actions, and of course delete. You can delete. You will delete actions. Okay. So these are the set of actions which can be performed on index in a particular phase. Okay, so the atomic part is actions, right? Atomic part is actions. Okay, so movement from one node to another, cluster going to take care. Okay, cluster going to take care. Okay, the ILM policy we will define is what are the action has to be done on index in particular phase or can be done. Okay, so by ILM policy we are saving the money, right? We are saving the money, nothing else. So it is ILM policy is just for saving the money, nothing else. ILM is not going to improve the performance, right? You will have the same performance. There is no boost. Okay, but at the same time, without compromising performance, we are saving the money. And how the data type architecture. That's it. So without saving, without compromising performance, and if you want to save the deployment cost or storage cost, CPU cost, ILM is really helpful. Okay, I think I have explained everything. Okay, let me check if I missed something to. I think I have explained all the phase. Phase transition I said, right? Phase transition. In the phase execution means what? Whatever the actions we have defined in that, it will execute. Phase transition means the number of days should be greater than previous ones. Okay. Then of course rollover is the important one, right? Rollover means create new index and make current index as a back one. Okay, that is what rollover. So rollovers can may be based on the size, document count, or number of days, something like that. Okay. Then of course it happens automatically by the ILM. So it will check for every 10 minutes. Okay, then accordingly it will move the indexes to the different phase or different node. Okay, both are same almost. Then update. Of course, as I have already updated said how the updates works. Okay. So that means since the phase definition is cached. Okay, since the phase definition is cached, if you are doing any updation on the policy, it will definitely impact. It will definitely update it for the next phase. But for the current phase, since it's working as a cached version of the version of the what policy, it may update, it may not update. Okay. If it is not update, means it will continue the current definition. The next phase it will take the updated policy. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, okay, please do a like and leave your comments. Okay, share with your friends. Now demo. Demo in the sense. Okay, demo. I will show the demo in the next video. Yeah. Thank you.